Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Asshole Consulting. Gotta get the work done. This is going to be long and rambling because this is one of those block text emails that me and Chad talk about. And if you want to have your price jacked up very quickly, please just send me a vomitous amount of letters and words with no organization or paragraphs. Hi, Aaron. This is all one text. Hi, Aaron. Please keep me anonymous. I don't know what exactly to ask you, but I want your thoughts and comments on my situation. I have been struggling with anxiety and depression almost my whole adult life. I have no friends and never go on dates. I'm pretty much forever alone. I feel like it's my fate. I'm 30. I have an IQ of 130. I work 60 to 70 hours a week. All right, that might be why you don't have a social life. But make good money. My boss is a complete sociopathic asshole. I have about $170,000 in investments and cash and have no debt. I live at home with my parents because I don't see the point of living on my own when I work a lot. I'm going to be perpetually alone. Plus, being forever alone is like a punch in the stomach, and I struggle with finding the strength to even try and build a life away from my parents. I frequent strip clubs just to feel a little bit better, but I hate the money it costs. I charged, guys. Don't worry, because it's my time and my pain I get to suffer. And you're going to see this is all over the place. I go to metal concerts or eat out by myself just to go somewhere. I'm over 6 feet tall and fairly good looking. I'd say I'm a 7 being conservative. I would be an 8 or 9 if I worked out more. I notice fairly attractive women checking me out at times, but nothing good ever happens. It's just like they want validation and attention. I feel like women and most of society are trying to gaslight me. Bugs me how long people could spend talking about absolutely nothing of substance. Seems like most people don't want to talk about anything real or anything that matters. I grew up around Christianity. I ran out of patience and left because they're a bunch of impossible critical cunts. I'll agree with you there. Religion seems like an IQ test. If you leave, you pass their shit test. I have a horrible habit of tobacco use. Trying to feel a little bit better. I managed to quit drinking and have never done drugs. I used to do car racing with my dad, but I have quit because the class we race continually gets more expensive every year. Plus, my dad keeps pushing me to race constantly and pressuring me to do well in it, which completely takes the fun out of it. I'll go with you there. I've asked him about moving down to a cheaper class, but he doesn't want to. Racing is one of the few things I actually enjoy doing at times. Another reason I've quit racing is because almost nobody wants to talk to you or have anything to do with you unless you are up front and winning, so it really soured me towards the car racing community. No, they just don't want to talk to you. I've been a horrible participant in some things, some new things. People still talk to me. I would consider going to school in a STEM field, but they are going to overcharge me and make me take stupid bullshit classes. I don't have the patience for the nonsense and liberalism. It pisses me off that they can't just teach me what I need to know and let me go get a job. Well, you're making pretty good money right now. Almost everything in life has failed me. Nope, you failed at life at everything. And I've developed a jaded, dark view of people and reality. Yes, that I'll go with, but you have definitely shot yourself in your own foot. Most people annoy me and make me angry. That's partly why I work a lot and have a job where I can avoid people for the most part. Were you just bitching and whining that you don't have a social life? And that you're alone and it hurts? I do feel a bit better about my life if I get on a decent sleep schedule and am not overworked, okay? I've been wondering if I should just quit my job and get a 40-hour entry-level job. Partly why I work a lot is because I figure I'm not going to be happy anyways. Might as well stay at work. At least I'll have money saved or have money in my pocket to try have a little fun in my free time. Also, do I seem like I need to go to anger management? No, because you're not hanging out with anybody. See, if you're angry by yourself, that's fine. I have to worry about anger management because I interact with people. And if I'm in a foul mood, like on the road, I got to worry about ramming people off the road if I'm in a bad mood. I got to worry about lashing out at somebody and making them cry beyond what punishment they deserve. You're not around people, so I want to worry about anger management. You don't sound angry, you just sound pathetic, sad, depressed, and lonely. Should I just accept my fiery fate Do I need a therapist or counseling? Not sure what else to say at the moment. I may be really wrong about my thoughts. I need help. Appreciate your. All right, here's what it is. I have to figure out whether or not you actually have some kind of mental illness or kind of problem that I cannot solve, because I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. And just general good advice, even though I detest and loathe the industry, is if you ever got a question about your mental health, go talk to a therapist. All right? Because I can't do it. I'm not a therapist. I'm not licensed to do that. But for my own advising, my own consulting, when it comes to making logical decisions outside of the purview of mental health, I have to figure out, okay, does this person, do they have an actual problem that I don't know anything about, I can't diagnose, I can't assess? And is that why their life sucks? Is this why they're giving me their problems? Or is it because of something that I can easily identify and it's very obvious and no one's had the balls to tell them the truth before? I say, yeah, El Fucktardo, it's X, Y, and Z. Stop doing X, Y, and Z and your life will stop being A, B, and C. Instead it'll be D, E, and F, which is what you've always wanted it to be. Right? So to cover our bases, go talk to a therapist. Go. Right? And yes, you might have depression, you might have this, that's not my job. I don't know. Talk to a therapist. I'll tell you this though. Fuck you. Just fuck you. You damn well know what your problem is. You're a lazy, cowardly fuck. That's what it is. Now, I'll grant you got some other issues that are legitimate, namely your high IQ. All right? And your high IQ, if you're in 130, your 2 standard deviation, 2 or 3%, we've been through this before. There is very few people that you're going to get along with on an intellectual level. They could be nice personably. They could be enjoyable people personably. But they're not going to intellectually stimulate you. All right? So there's just not that many people. And for you to find people that are going to be like, it's going to be 2 in 100. 2 in 100. All right? So that is a big enough hurdle. But what I see here is this pathetic, sad, woe is me, boo-hoo, because you're a lazy person and you're a coward. Right? This is beyond the, I understand, big hurdle. Lots of people don't interest you. I mean, maybe you like to read books. But don't come complaining to me that you don't have a social life when you say, oh, I'll just stay at home and live with my parents. You're lazy and you're a coward. I can understand if you're not good with girls and approaching women for the first time might be a bit daunting. You're not even talking, you're just, I don't want to go out and meet people. Well, then be a hermit. Accept that fate. Be happy. Accept it. All right, go live it. Then don't complain. But if you're, I don't have a life and I don't have friends, well, maybe go make some fucking friends then. Don't, oh, why would anyone hang out with me? Yeah, you know what? The world hates self-loathing people. I mean, look at all the self-loathing whites in Minnesota that just can't wait to vote themselves into slavery and be good little... People hate the Swedes over in Sweden that just can't wait to have their country go away. Dude, knock it the fuck off. I mean, whether you have... Okay, you do have a high IQ, that's going to present problems. You might have a mental illness, that's going to present problems. But none of that fucking shit's going to matter if you don't knock it off with this, I don't have any friends, there's no point, oh, fuck you. So choose now. Do you want to go out and have fun? Do you want to go live life? You're going to have to put effort into it. You are. That's how simple it is. And worse, now you're 30. Well, you're living at home. I understand the finding. I'll grant you even a little bit there. If you were a social, you were introverted and not extroverted, that's fine. That's okay. There's no need to go and piss away money on it. I'll even forgive you on that. But apparently, you want to be somewhat extroverted. You want to go out and meet. My God, what do I... Struggling with anxiety and depression almost my whole adult life. That indicates to me that you've never done anything. Did you play sports? Did you go out and play ball? Did you try to interact with the world? I have no friends and never go on dates. Did you go to a meetup group? I go online almost every day, certainly in Vegas, to see what meetup groups there are because Vegas is a new town for me. I don't have a huge social network there. And you know what I do? I spend the time, sometimes 30 minutes a night, looking and seeing what meetup group there's. Then I spend the time going to the meetup groups. And they're not all fun. Matter of fact, they've been kind of a royal pain in the ass. I go to the Dungeons and Dragons meetup group. It's a bunch of spurgs and tards. Can you play D&D? And a lot of times you walk in, there's so many fat people, it stinks. Do you think I enjoy that aspect? No, but I like to be social. I can't just sit in all day. Are you making any of that effort? Are you going out at all? Hey, there's a volleyball. Okay, I'll tell you another story. Way on the other side of Vegas, over in Summerlin, there was a volleyball meetup. I drove all the way from Henderson, Atham looked this up, all the way over there with traffic was damn only 40 minutes, and it was a cold night. I get there, the sand is freezing, and I played a little bit with them, and I got a couple rounds in, and you know what? Realized this wasn't my cup of tea. A little bit younger, it's cold as hell, I want to go home. I didn't make any friends. I still went out. It takes effort. And that's just friends. That's just, hey, what's going on, guys? Oh, yeah. I go golfing, hang out with the old timers, talk to them, we make jokes. You spend time, you spend money, you invest, you go out. I don't go to the fucking strip clubs. Are you nuts? The time and money you could have invested into a real hobby? I mean, you could get into lapidary, you could ride a motorcycle. There's so much other stuff that you could do than go to a strip club. And then you never go on dates. Let me guess. The number of women you've asked out in the past 5 years has been exactly this. 0. Because when you're all self-defeating, I can't find a girl, and then that's the laziness. And then there's the whole other, you are a coward. You are a coward. I don't care if you're intimidated socially. I don't care if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Being a man is going through uncomfortable shit to the point it becomes comfortable, so you're comfortable in any situation. So you have confidence, even fearlessness, and you can operate. You've just been sitting at home, playing your video games, probably jerking off to porn. Pretty much alone forever, and it feels like it's my fate. Well, it's your fate if you choose it. You're not doing anything. Don't even act like you don't know the solution to this. You're looking for me to give you some fucking excuse. I'm saying, do you want a better life? Here's the path. If you don't have the courage or the ability or the energy or the strength to do that, then yes, this will be your fate. Whether or not you find out you have an actual mental illness, depression, whatever, whether you, even with the hurdle of the high IQ, you find a high IQ group of people you hang out with. If you're this self-loathing, self-pitying, sad sack of shit for the rest of yes, that is your fate. And look at you, you got money. No, I pretty much love for, I work 60 to 70 hours and make good money. All right, you could probably scale back on that. That's probably not helping, 60 to 70 hours a week. Still, there's still some time there to have a little bit of a social life. 60 to 70 is not the end of the world. You got to have a day or two off there, certainly some nights. You have 170,000 investments. This is the benefit where I agree with you. Living at home isn't necessarily the worst thing. But now at the age of 30, maybe you want to get out. I live at home with my parents because I don't see the point of living on my own when I work a lot and I'm going to be perpetually alone. You've decided you're going to be perpetually alone. Plus, being alone forever is like a punch in the stomach. Well, then don't say, I don't see the reason to hang out. Well, then go stop being alone. And I struggle with finding the strength to even try to build a life away from my parents. Well, you better go find that strength then, huh? You better go. Because God news for you, your parents are going to die before you. Probably, likely. I mean, the statistical chance. Then you're really going to be alone. Then what, you're just going to sit there and work all the time and go home? Maybe go to the strip club? How about instead of going to the strip club, why don't you pick up, golf wouldn't work. Because you can be alone while you golf. You're going to go to meetup.com and you're going to find the most fun sounding meetup group to go to at least once a week. And you're going to attend it. Period. And I don't care. Don't tell me you don't have the energy. The reason you don't have the energy is you never get off your fucking ass and leave the home. Go out to meetup group. Something that's interesting. Don't expect women to start lining up and asking you out. Don't expect people to ask you to invite you to parties. Just go and attend it. Hang out. And don't don't force friendship on people. Nothing wrong with being quiet. Maybe talking when you're spoken to. If there's a part in the conversation that you have a very valid and interesting point and contribution to make to the conversation, go ahead and make it. Otherwise, just go there and observe for now. Get out of the fucking house. And don't give me this shit, you don't got the energy. No, 30 years old, unless you like actually have a physical condition, which you don't because you're working 60 to 70 hours a week on a semi-manual job, you should have the energy to make it to a meetup group. I go to strip clubs just to feel a little bit better, but I hate the money it costs. Why don't you aim for getting a real girl? I mean, you're in no condition to meet a girl. None whatsoever. You got to get friends. You got to get this. You got to get your own place. You have to develop yourself to become your own man. You're not gonna find a girl or a date. Seeking arrangement might be fine for you, okay, if you just want the sex. But you're not. Let's forget women altogether now. That's a 5-year Stalin plan. Right, that's way off in the distance. You have the looks, it doesn't matter. You could be a 10 and it's not going to matter because your attitude fucking sucks. It's horrible, it's toxic. Nobody, including you, wants to hang out with you. So until you change that, again, first step, getting out of the house, go to a meetup group and have some fun. Starting there, long path to recovery. Working on girls are checking you out, but nothing good ever happened. Yeah, I know it's fairly attractive women checking me out at times, but nothing good ever happened. Oh, were they supposed to come up to you and just ask you out and pick you up, take you there, drop you off, entertain you? You have the roles of men and women reversed here, my fine friend. Men do all the work in dating. We go ask them out. We try to figure them out. We try to figure out where they'd like to go. We take them there. We try to entertain them. We try to keep the conversation going. This is where the laziness comes in, plus your fear of getting rejected by women. If you got women looking at you and scoping you out, that's good. I'm not saying you should even ask out these women. You're not. Because you'd go on a date and it'd be devastating. You're not there yet. But you have the physical looks. Women seem to find you attractive. Until you got something to offer them, aside from, I'm a self-loathing, pathetic man who lives at home with my parents. They're not gonna, again, nobody hates anybody more than self-loathing people. People hate self-loathing people more than anything else. It's like they just want validation and attention. I feel like women and most of society are trying to gaslight me. No, they're not. Most people just want nothing to do. Gaslighting requires someone, I think, to have some kind of a vested interest in you. You're non-existent. Nobody really notices you except, oh, there's a tall, good-looking guy over there. And then those girls go about their day. Oh, I guess he didn't ask me out. That's too bad. Seems like most people don't want to talk about anything really, anything that matters. I'll agree with you here. You have a high IQ. That may be the case. If that's the case, go to a meetup group where there's like they have Stefan Molyneux meetups. Philosophy something. Go to a philosophy meetup. Go to a more intellectual meetup. Try and find people with IQs of 130. Then you might find people that have intellect. Even if you disagree with them politically, some of the higher IQ meetup groups or groups in general are going to be your intellectual leftist elitist types. But at least your brain will get a workout a little bit. Christianity, I don't care. Stop using tobacco. Good that you quit. Look, you quit drinking. Okay, well, don't tell me you ain't got strength. Don't tell me you ain't got inner strength and resolve and discipline. You got the inner strength and resolve and discipline to stop drinking. Then you got the ability to go out and try and at least hit one social event per week. Okay? See, this is why I don't think you actually have a mental disorder. I mean, it's just, I'm not a therapist. Go talk to a therapist. But you demonstrate all this competency. You demonstrate that you're able to do hard things with discipline and resolve and commitment, working 60 to 70 hours a week, stopping drinking. So you have I don't think you really, it's like, no, you can do it. You just choose not to, and it shows into the racing. Just go race on your own. Why do you need your dad to be there? When you go, and here's the other thing. When you go racing, would be a great idea for you to go and be social. Well, people don't want to talk to you if you're not first to second. Bullshit. People just smell you, man. I don't mean actually smell you. They smell that you're not fun. They smell that you're not entertaining. I'm not saying you gotta come in there, hey everybody, how's it going? Yeah. But like, go and talk to the guys. Like, hey, what technique did you? I mean, whatever's curious about. You go. There's guys. You wait a minute. You're telling me you can't find a bunch of guys in a racing group to go and talk to? Are you kidding me? Bunch of gearheads? Bunch of racers? What's your suspension like? What did you put wheels on? What? There's so much to talk about there. Get to work on cars together. So I'd keep pursuing the racing, whatever you can afford. Whatever you want to race in, don't worry about what your dad wants. Most people annoy me and make me angry. That's partly why I work a lot. Well, then stop hanging out with those people. Hang out with other people. Your 40-hour entry-level job, if you got a 40-hour entry-level job, it won't matter. It'll just make less money. All right? Keep your job. All right? Go and just try to be social. All right. Also, get over this self-loathing bullshit. I don't have time for that. That's probably something you should go talk to a therapist for. I'll tell you that. I don't know how people get out of self-loathing. I don't. I would consider going to school for a STEM field, but they're going to overcharge me and make me take stupid bullshit classes. I don't have the patience or nonsense and for their nonsense and liberalism. Yeah, I understand that, but that's the rules. That's really unfortunate. I had to take over half my classes had nothing to do with my degree. It sucks. I don't think you need to go and get a STEM degree, but you're looking for reasons not to do things, is another thing. Do you really want to major in engineering? Then go major in engineering. Take all your bullshit liberal arts classes online and cheap. Do it from the comforts of your own home. Partly I work a lot is because I figure I'm not going to be happy anyways. Might as well stay at work. No. The reason you stay at work is because it's your opportunity cost is great, is not as good. Because I understand you being really smart, you're just not going to get the same rate of return on the investment of time. But you've put jack all fucking... See, here's what's funny is you think you should drop down to a 40-hour work week, but you're not even putting any time to get into social life right now. So all you do is lose money, and you'll have to be at home alone more by yourself. So again, one thing, keep your current job, make that money. That's good. Your finances are great. You just need to go out into the real world and find people. At least I'll have money saved or have money in my pocket to try have a little fun in my free time. Yeah, you got money. Now go have fun. I mean, and all right, here's another thing. It's kind of halfway. Did you travel? Have you traveled much? Why don't you go travel? Just get out of that environment. You got the money. Go to Europe. Go to Asia. Go to someplace. Go within the United States if you haven't been there. Fly to Alaska. There's beautiful shit happening now in Alaska. It's about that season. Get out of the house. Try some on your own for once. And then when you're done, then come back, be a little bit so. That's it. Do I need a therapist or counseling? I don't know. I would err on the side of caution and say yes. They're going to have insights I don't. Right? I don't understand self-loathing. I really don't. Not sure what else. I may be really wrong about my... No, your thoughts are your thoughts. You're neither right nor... You're right about your thoughts. Your thoughts are your thoughts. I appreciate your content and what you do. I just want to kick your ass into going and at least giving life a shot. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. All right? I charge you a fair price for this because it angers me and it just gets my girdle up or whatever the hell the saying is. When to me it is a choice you have made to be self-loathing, lazy, fearful, and cowardly when it comes to going out and being. But then, I guess I'll just be alone forever. It sucks being alone. Well then, choose. Okay? That's my simple asshole consulting. So you're tired of being alone? You don't like being alone? Your life sucks? Okay, stop being a self-loathing, cowardly pussy and go out into the real world and try and be social. And I mean, God, man, I worked so much. I was so excited when I had like half a day off or an evening off. I could go to First Avenue. I could go... What did I do? I went to First Avenue a lot. Go moshing. I go biking with my friends. There was never this, it's like, it's like get out of prison. Get out of prison. Go have fun. And don't expect it to have the world just deliver you a fucking social life. You got to go to work for that. But that's the great thing about social life is it's fun. So I don't know what your specific preferences and tastes are, what your hobbies and dreams are. Racing sounds good. Let's try racing. But try bowling, try volleyball, Don't do ballroom dancing. We're not putting you in front of women at all. You're not going to approach women at all. Something. Just go out and do something. Go live life. Right? And that's it. Questions, answers, asshole consult. Oh, if you haven't, read Curse of the High IQ. All right? That'll explain a lot of other shit that's happening because that is a handicap of sorts. Not joking about that. So that'll put a lot of things in context. But even with that hurdle, with that uphill battle, life, you can't just live life the way you're doing it now. You got to go out. You got to meet people. It's just, because it will be lonely and it will suck. All right, questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Check out all the links down below. There's no reason people should be this miserable in life. And if you are, fucking contact me. Trust you me, it is worth the price I charge you. Just use fucking paragraphs. See you guys later. Toodles.